Welcome to Going for Gold Healthy Habits. This week we talked about organizing your wallet as well as making purchases with both cash and debit card. Whether you were able to join us for Monday's video or Wednesday's Zoom, or this is your first time tuning in this week, we're here to give you a recap of the week. Let's get into it. This week we talked about the importance of organizing your wallet so that it includes money and important cards that you may need when you're on the go. Here are some items that you should try to include in your wallet. You should include cash and/or a debit card in your wallet in order to make purchases. When you use a debit card, the money is sent virtually from your bank account to the business or person you are buying something from, which we'll get into a little later. You can also get cash from your bank account at an ATM machine using your debit card. Debit cards can make paying for things a lot more convenient and easier, but there are still some places that only accept cash. You can choose to use whichever one works best for you, or carry both cash and a debit card just to be safe. You should include a form of identification with your current address in your wallet, like an ID card or a driver's license. You may be asked for official identification at certain places, like a doctor's office or the airport, that it just makes sense to keep it in your wallet so that you have it with you at all times. If you ever lose your wallet, it also helps the person who finds it return your wallet to you. You should also include emergency contact information in your wallet. Keep a card in your wallet with contact information of family members or friends in case of emergency. Also include the contact information of your physician. If you have severe allergies or medical conditions that medical personnel should know about, include that on the card as well. Carrying this information in your wallet could potentially save your life in an emergency. It's also beneficial to include a health insurance card in your wallet. If you ever have to go to a doctor's appointment or go to the hospital, they'll oftentimes ask for your health insurance card, so it's important to carry it with you. This week we also talked about the difference between paying with cash versus debit card. Cash and debit cards both serve the same purpose of allowing us to make purchases. However, the two forms of payment give the money in different ways. When paying with cash, you need to make sure you give the store clerk enough money, but you also want to avoid giving them extra cash. A great method that can be used with helping make cash purchases is using the next dollar up strategy. The strategy is pretty straightforward, but it helps save time with having to do math and count change. How it works is you look at the price of the item you want to buy, and when you pay for it, you round up to the next dollar when you give the clerk your money. For example, if I was buying sunglasses that cost $4.75, I would give the clerk $5. This strategy can help when paying with cash if doing the math involved in purchases isn't your thing. When paying with debit card, you need to insert your debit card into the card reader. Then follow all instructions on the screen and enter your 4-digit PIN number to complete your purchase. Sometimes you will be asked to sign a copy of the receipt for the store to keep. It can be a lot of fun to spend your money, but it's also important that you save your money when you can. Just because you have it doesn't mean that you need to spend it all at once. Always be mindful of the purchases that you're making. Budgeting is important if you want to manage your money on your own. Here are some excellent resources that we highly recommend for money management. Bank of America has developed an awesome financial management training in partnership with Special Olympics called Better Money Habits, which helps athletes work toward their own personal finance goals. The Pennsylvania Assistive Technology Foundation has created a guide called Sense and Sensibility that teaches money management and has really great accompanying activities and worksheets to check out. Next week will be the last week of our 6-week Going for Gold Healthy Habits program. Tune in on Monday at 11 a.m. on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for a video on saving and budgeting your money. And be sure to join us Wednesday at 11 a.m. on Zoom for a live session where I'll be talking about needs versus wants. You can also check out our social media on Friday for a recap of the week. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next week for our final week of Going for Gold Healthy Habits.